Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your money and career tarot reading for the month of November 2021. Thank you so much for joining me as I cleanse the energy. Just came back from a workout, but we're going to begin by pulling some initial messages from the Soul's Journey deck, and then we'll pull some tarot and some closing messages, okay? Whew. As I catch my breath, you might feel a little overwhelmed in the month of November with a lot of new beginnings within your career or financial fresh starts. Breathe, meditate. Just allow yourself to be grounded and centered, okay? For my lovely Leos to begin this money and career read for November 2021. Okay. We're beginning with growth in relationships, as well as balance and acceptance, okay? So I feel like it's truly a month where you're beginning to or continuing that process of growth within your career, as well as just towards financial stability, okay? And relationships, I feel like a lot of you Leos will, as you make your way towards a new level of happiness, are meeting new people within your work environment, or you may just be sort of reconnecting with people within your work environment that you once knew, maybe parted ways with if you're revisiting an old job, or they just show up randomly when you're working. Interesting. They may just reach out to you while you're working. With balance and acceptance, I really feel like it's a month where, because I'm a Leo sun, we are pushed throughout the month of November to accept the ups and downs, the failures, the rocky times within our career, feeling maybe a little bit indecisive at times, but getting closer to what you truly desire when it comes to your job, your career in general. Maybe feeling indecisive as to how to invest your money, where to. But anyways, feeling as if a lot of you are revisiting an old job or beginning a new one in general, or just trying to make the best out of your current career situation, and all the meanwhile trying to and being pushed by the universe to have an immense amount of balance, right? In weird ways, the universe will remind you of certain difficulties from your career past through other people, obstacles and whatnot, and you just need to make the best out of it and learn and grow from it, okay? Going back to this growth card. All right, so let's pull some tarot, Tarot of Dreams, I believe it is. It's new to my collection. Just trying to switch it up. What do we have to continue this monthly money career read for November 2021 for Leo, if I could say it? You might find that you stumble on your words throughout the month at certain points. Just try to laugh it off, all right? I feel like most people won't care. But I do feel like there's going to be certain important meetings, meeting new people that of importance, right? Maybe higher up in the company, or just looking to impress people in one way, shape, or form throughout the month. Usually aim for 6 for these monthly reads, but however many we end up getting. We have 5 so far. Okay, I guess we're going for 7. All right, so we have Death in the Chariot. So it's a true focus this month on Leo's endings, new beginnings. You know, you might begin the month feeling quite depleted, even though a lot of you are given a chance to rest before a new beginning, or just in general recently. Allowing yourself to implement more self-care, especially at the beginning of the month, due to you sort of being pushed in that desire to hop on your chariot and to go after what you desire at this time, excuse me. Feeling a little bit on edge for whatever reason. It may be due to your work environment or certain energies you're wrapped up in, or just that amount of kind of pressure that you put on your own shoulders at times to succeed, or maybe other people like your family, your friends, coworkers, a boss figure, all right? May just be the feeling in the air throughout the month. With the 9 of Cups, however it works out for you, you're really excited to move towards the success, whether it's a new job, once again, revisiting an old one. It could be a new one within that same company, or it could be you just moving towards new things, an exciting new chapter within the same company or same career choice, okay? Let's further clarify this Death card with the small everyday tarot. What else do we have for this Death card for Leo? It feels like you will sort of be, you'll have a beautiful vibe to you at the beginning of the month, even though it's going to be very apparent, especially through your eyes, that you're a bit depleted for whatever reason, just stuff you're dealing with outside of work. But people just feeling kind of drawn to you and being like, I sort of trust that they'll do what they need to for work, you know, or just people trusting you when it comes to financial meetings, if that's something you deal with. You might have spent too much money in October, I feel the need to say. Okay. What do we have for death? The Eight of Cups in reverse. There's something that you can't walk away from for whatever reason. Again, whether it's a job you're revisiting, going back to, or something, a career that you feel you can't leave just yet and it's depleting you to a certain extent. But then it's like you surprise yourself as you make your way into the middle of the first half of the month and you're feeling quite motivated, right? Going back to the Nine of Cups as well. It's like you may still feel like hopping on that chariot and feeling motivated at the beginning of the month, but still very depleted. But for a lot of you, it takes till the middle part of the first half of the month to want to hop on that chariot in full effect. Or it may just feel like you can't actually utilize, you may not have the opportunity to start that new job or whatever the case may be. Something may be holding you back up until the middle of the first half, okay? And the chariot again, look at that. And so we're moving on to the Six of Wands. So you're ready to wrap up the first half of the month. Excuse me as I get a little bit nervous. And the spotlight's on you. People sort of in awe of you. You feeling like you're finally making a level of progress that you just have been seeking for a while. Feeling very, very satisfied. People looking at you in a very successful light. Okay, I mean, look at this imagery. You just kind of feeling like you are on stage to a certain extent, you know, people looking at your accomplishments or at least one big accomplishment at the beginning of the month or the end of October, okay? And I mean, look at, we have our energy coming out here, okay? You might find that people are asking you a lot from you or asking a lot of questions, especially towards the end of the first half of the month, but it's this feeling that you just are on the right path. You get a lot of confirmation. You know, people sort of seeing you in the successful light and asking you questions, even if you're not in a managerial position, pushing you towards a level of, I feel like leadership is going to be a big part of your future in one way, shape, or form. Yeah, it just feels like you're going to have a very successful month in general. All right. And then we're moving on to the second half of the month in spread where we have the Seven of Wands. And so to continue what I was saying, it feels like a lot of you are going to just be, have a lot of requirements, right? A lot of obligations to fulfill, people coming at you left and right for you to accomplish this or that. I feel like a lot of you crunching numbers, whether it's your own finances or within your job, okay? Interesting. And within your job, I don't necessarily mean it could be financial, you know, if you work with numbers in that sense, but it feels like a lot of you are looking at statistics and stuff like that, and that just being a lot on your shoulders, on a lot on your plate, and people just asking for a certain level of perfection, I feel like. And Leo's being like, I'm not one to shy away from aiming for that perfection, but it can feel like a lot, okay? It would be aligned with the Death card and Nine of Cups. It's this feeling that you're exuding at this point in the month of you just once again feeling quite depleted as everything comes at you, everybody comes at you, expecting a lot from you, but also just feeling ready to go and being like, I'm not stopping. I'm a Leo, all right? And the King of Coins to move right along. And so as you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, you find yourself feeling very confident, all right? Feeling quite confident just in general, outside of work and connections, your relationships that you're developing within your career choice, even if it's new or even if it's an existing one, okay? But also just feeling very confident about your money, being like, I can sort of spend a little bit on myself or those I care for the most and still be comfortable, right? Let's clarify this even more so. And it's a beautiful card to come out given you, I feel like, overspent a little bit in October, potentially, which I mentioned earlier. What else do we have for this King of Coins? Justice. Yep. And so you might be thinking thoroughly about a Libra who you worked with in the past, or you might be dealing with one in your current situation throughout the month. but it's this middle of the second half of the month where you're given this level of justice within your finances. In your career, I feel like you get a level of recognition. Once again, it just continues from the end of the second half, or you just get a lump sum of money, or you get your, you might get a raise. It's going to vary from case to case, from Leo to Leo, but it just feels like you don't have to stress over your money moving forward, and that becomes quite apparent to you and those in your life. Feels like your family's going to look in or see you in this light and be like, good for them, you know, taking care of themselves, making it so you can take care of your loved ones as well, if that is part of, it's been part of your concern recently. With the Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's you sort of seeing things fall into place, align, you know, and it's like, it may feel like a very full circle kind of month or beginning to that, but it's like you're being pushed by the universe to celebrate, you know, and you might find yourself buying new outfits, you know, for work. You know, I see somebody putting on a tie or a dress or just a nice outfit and being like, damn, I deserve to look this good. I deserve to feel this good. I deserve to succeed. And people just seeing you with this being aligned with the Chariot, passionately going after your success and being like, screw what's happened in the past, screw the failures, the ups and downs, even if it's a similar kind of position or the same company, being like, I deserve to reach for more. I feel like a lot of Leos are going to reach for a leadership managerial position if you're not already in one, or just something more than you've reached for in the past. And people just being like, okay. And it just kind of leaves those who laughed at you in the past or just sort of doubted you, they need to take a seat, basically, as you're about to succeed in an immense amount of ways. And it's going to leave you needing to walk away from an opportunity that you maybe just started, or just thinking a lot about an opportunity left in the past, okay? I'm not going to take this one. We're moving on to the Nine of Swords with the Ace of Cups, okay? So you finish up the month or make your way to do so, and you find yourself feeling very emotional for whatever reason. I feel like it has a lot to do with what's taking place outside of work, okay? Whether it's your haunted dreams, your difficulties with your spiritual connection, or just maybe other energies in your life that are stressful. Some of you just trying to keep up with everything outside of work, but feeling like you have a lot on your plate. But although meanwhile, you're very abundant, and you're going to be reminded of that, okay? With the Ace of Cups, things are working out for you. And I feel like you're also very abundant within your connections, and that is very apparent to those around you. People at an old job is congratulating you and just being like, well, damn, Leo, we see why you kind of left us and went for something better. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to end up moving towards that higher position or something better moving forward in the following months, but it just feels like people are just loving you for whatever reason. You got it going on, you know? And I just feel like you feel and you look very attractive throughout the entire month. Good for you. And I feel like it's because you've been taking care of yourself. With Temperance and the Moon, needing to have patience with your emotions that resurface, especially during the workday, towards the end of the month, or I need to sort of not bring outside emotions or difficulties, do your best to, I know it's difficult, into the workday. It's going to be a highlight towards the end of the month. It's like all the meanwhile you have this more attention, more, you know, congratulations, or more just a focus on your successes in the work environment or just in your career in general, right? And that's what kind of reminds you how abundant you truly are, that your cup is actually overflowing. But then it's like at the same time, your emotions within might be overflowing at the same time, or you might just find it's hard to sleep, okay? Due to being woken up in the middle of the night, due to spiritual connection or your dreams, or maybe, you know, noise, or it just depends on your specific case. I know for me, it's my spiritual connection, but you just needing to remember and focus on the amount of abundance you have moving forward. And it's like, it feels like it's just the beginning. Wow, good for you. And so again, just don't let your emotions get the best of you, because at the end of the day, at the end of the month, moving forward, you're going to succeed. I mean, amazing. I'm going to pull from this little inspirational deck. I honestly can't remember what it's called. It didn't come with a box, okay? And we might pull a Making Magic card or two. Don't hide your talents. Absolutely. I feel like there are talents that are hidden that people just haven't really, they're just beginning to acknowledge in the month, right? Like again, the ability to lead, to help others, to run an environment in one way, shape, or form, or just maybe creative talents. Push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. A reminder to just keep pushing forward, right? Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. You might be experiencing drama within your work environment, okay? Or maybe outside of it, and that's what's sort of affecting you while you're working, excuse me. And then we have, life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. You know, just this attitude of creating the success you desire, you sort of rediscovering or developing who you're meant to be in this lifetime through your work, you know, as you do what you have to make money. Always believe in yourself, all right? Absolutely beautiful, Leo. You deserve all the success that's coming to you, okay? So I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.